why you gonna just make it double plate?
Why would I put it on here?
You silly, make it nice.
I like it like that.
No,
That way I feel like I'm eating more.
no,
Okay.
don't be silly. Okay.
We are at Darya in the South Coast metro area. Now, Darya is in Orange County, and Orange County has a very large Persian community. And so, as a result, there's Persian restaurants all over Orange County. Some are good, some not so good. But pretty much Darya is recognized by the community to be the best. It used to be that others were considered the best, but they've kind of gone downhill. Darya is pretty inside, it's very festive, the food is good. It's a little bit expensive, but if you're going for someplace to celebrate and you're Persian, this is the place to go. If you have a business meeting, this is a good Persian place, and it's really a good restaurant. It's a nice place. So Darya has a complete set of all the Persian specialties here, what you would expect to find at a good Persian restaurant. We're not going to order all of it today because we can only eat so much, but one of the things they have here is torshi, and that's a very standard Persian dish. It's a bunch of pickled vegetables, and you will find the Persian flavor palette tends toward the sour. They love sour foods, and a lot of Persian food is very sour. It's really good. You think about it and you can drool. The torshi is a big thing here. Also, another big thing here, Tariq, which is a crunchy rice. It's a fried type of rice, and they put stews over it. There's several types of stews they have here. Fessenjun, that is a sort of a sweet and slightly bitter stew that is made out of pomegranates and chicken and walnuts. It's very pleasant to the American palate. Most Americans love Fessenjun, even if they don't love other Persian foods. They have gorma sabzi, which has stewed greens and beans in it. That's good. They put that over tariq. That's good. And they have other stuff too. We're going to order the shish kebab here and the barg kebab, which is steak and a chicken barg. And we'll order that. We'll have the fesenjin and tariq. And we'll also get Burani, which is an eggplant stew. If you've had baba ganoush, it's very similar to that in a lot of ways. Here in Persian, another name for Burani is kashkabadim jan. It's really good. We love all this stuff here. We're going to have a bunch of it, but we're not going to have all of it. This bread, this is called sangak, and sangak is very much like a sort of a one-sided pita bread. It's good.
Smells good.
It smells really good. I don't like their sangak here as much as I like the sangak down in Mission Viejo at Bahar, which we'll go to at some point. But the sangak here is okay. It's good. And you got to have sangak whenever you have Persian food. We'll start out with the Burani. Uh, then let's get some tarig with passenger on it. And then for our main course, do you have chicken barg here? Yeah. Okay, let's do chicken barg and shish kebab. Let's serve it family style over some sangak so we can get the bread. Yes.
What is this?
This is Burani. This is an eggplant uh, stew of some type. It's more of an appetizer than a stew. And it's a classic dish here. As I said, here they call it Burani. It's also called kaska badamjan. I always mess that word up. But it's slightly sweet. It's got an onion flavor to it. It's got the eggplant in it. It's a little smoky. It's a nice dish. Here I'm putting it on the sangak and eating it this way. Mm. This also has a mint flavor to it, which is really good. I love it. You probably need the mic.
No, that's okay.
Okay.
Mm. Wow, this is really good.
Yeah,
It's very
right?
creamy, sour.
Hmm. It's got a little sweetness to it,
Mm-hmm.
too.
What is this black?
It's fried onion
Fried onion. Why is black?
because they fried it really well.
But there is other onion also.
Yeah, that's not fried as well. It's multi layers of fried onions.
Mmm.
There's some unusual
Wow.
flavors in Persian foods that you
Mm-hmm.
don't get in other foods, and it makes it really worth eating. I really like it a
Mm-hmm.
lot. We had to wait for our Tariq, which is the crispy rice, because it wasn't ready yet. But it takes a little while to make it. At least you know it's fresh, and it's really good. And as I said, festive tends to be more appealing to the American palate because it's slightly sweet and it's really good. This crispy rice is called Tariq. You need good teeth to eat this because it is very crispy and it's good. And this stew, it's walnut pomegranate stew. Sometimes it has chicken in it. It's really good. It's a bittersweet flavor. It's more sweet than bitter. It's really a nice flavor. And just crunch it down with your teeth. It's delicious. Mm. Mm. You don't get that flavor anywhere else but in a really good Persian restaurant. Festive is probably one of my favorite Persian dishes. But the other stuff's pretty good too. Okay. I ordered this what is called family style, which means they put everything on one plate and everybody gets to take. Also, I ordered that they put it over bread. That's very standard because the meat juices drip into the bread. And in families, when they serve it this way, everybody fights over the bread because that's the best part. I'm getting really hungry. I'm looking forward to eating this. I ordered two different kinds of rice. This is a dill rice, which is rice with dill and beans inside. So you have a nice tangy flavor, but it's also got the neutrality of the beans in the rice, and it's really good. And just your standard rice as well. The other thing on this table, they are serving sumac in packets. Now, normally before the pandemic, you would see sumac come in shakers, like what you get in a pizza parlor. They have Parmesan cheese or peppers in a shaker. Well, you usually at Persian restaurants see sumac in a shaker. That gives it a nice sour, additional sour flavor to the food, and everybody shakes it on all of their food. And here we've got it in packets. I assume that's for hygiene purposes because of the pandemic. We're going to put this on our food and then we're going to eat it. Actually, I like the cherry rice. I really like cherry rice.
Oh, I know.
Normally, cherry rice is only served at weddings and special occasions, but they do serve it at this restaurant and a lot of other Persian restaurants, and it's so good. You got the sweetness and the tanginess of the cherries in with the rice. It's really good. But it's okay. I just ordered dill rice this time.
Mm, that's nice.
The dill rice is really good. There's a buttery flavor in the dill rice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they put butter in it. My Persian friends, they all put butter in their rice, and they like the flavor together. So I'm sure there's butter in the dill rice. Doesn't matter. It tastes really good. What do you think it'd be like with chocolate in it?
Oh,
Chocolate rice.
excuse me. Excuse me.
Haven't tried it yet. The beef shish kebab's good. I like the chicken shish kebab. Young and I went on our second date ever at this restaurant. She told me she liked Persian food, and I knew that this was a restaurant in Orange County that everybody said was like one of the best Persian restaurants. So I took her here, and she told me that these tomatoes were very important because if a guy really liked you, he would let you eat the barbecued tomatoes because they love it. So I immediately grabbed it and ate it myself.
I know. Do you remember that I called?
I don't like being typecast.
Yeah, so
Like I said, I hate
I mean
being
now
typecast.
I know. Now I know him. I know why he does it.
By the way, there's 2 tomatoes. I get one of them. She gets one of them. We're making a Persian bibimbap here.
So this is how you eat it. You're gonna cut the tomato first. It's really small pieces. And then mix with the rice. I don't think this is a Korean way. My Iranian friends told me that's how they eat. See? That's how they eat it.
Now you got to mix the kalbi in.
Maybe I'm gonna add a little bit of chicken. So we're gonna eat Iranian. Mmm. Tastes much better this way. I'm gonna have some oil. Mmm.
Never go wrong with some good Persian food.
Mm-hmm. So how do you like it so far?
I love it. You
Everything
know I
you
love
like?
Persian food.
You don't think his rice is a little bit dry?
Not for me.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit dry. I think they should add a little bit more butter, and because I think they should cook a little bit longer. Usually Monday you can eat that.
I'm thinking this isn't all butter. Some of it is butter extract because I definitely taste the strong butter flavor without the texture of butter. So you put a layer of rice, a layer of butter, layer of rice, layer of butter. Use the whole damn stick of butter.
Thank you for watching our channel. Please don't forget to subscribe.
If you click like on the video, it tells YouTube that this is an interesting video, it's worth watching, and it will then broadcast that video to everybody else on YouTube who will watch it. Our channel will get more views, the channel will do better, we can grow the channel, and everybody will love it.